to Tours with Puddy. Today we are gonna take you on a little tour around our little village. So the other day we took you to my mum's, yeah? And I showed you just a little hint of the village and then we walked up the road. So what we're going to do today is we're going to walk back down that same road. I'm not going to film it again because, you know, you've seen it just in reverse. But we're going to walk back down the road and then I'm going to pick it up from outside the Stag Inn. If you want to know where that is, check out the other video. Daryl has his glasses and his hat. He's all ready for summer.
Got 5 flames on my glasses.
Got 5 flames on your glasses, which is utterly cool. And we'll see you in a minute. Thought you might be interested to see an English ambulance. I don't know how it differs from yours, but yeah, that's it there. It's obviously on a call. They're not very big, our ambulances. They carry 2 paramedics, 1 driver and the other who deals with the patient. That's the ramp at the back there. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
And this is all the things colours on.
Yeah.
And it's
You get one guy who drives and then the other one looks after the patient as required.
Look at
Okay, so we are just approaching opposite the Stag Inn over there, which I showed you on a previous video, and we need to get across this road. There's
no.
Lake Stores over there. You can press the button. So Lake Stores is there. That there is a relatively new build. It's flat. It's a fucking dump. Next to it is Sparkle, which is a nail bar. Then you've got residential properties next to that. There used to be barbers and a few other bits and bobs there, but they're no longer there. That place with the board outside used to be an insurance broker, but they've gone now as well. Platsy's, that is run by a friend of my son, who's also, you may know him as Dude Riot from the OPW wrestling videos that I've showed you. I don't know what the one next to it is. Oh, it's Vector's print. Yeah, but we're waiting to cross the road.
Fire engines are big.
There you go. We've got a green man and a lovely annoying sound to get us across the road, and I'm getting so many weird looks filming while I'm walking around, but hey, what the fuck. Right, yes, my car died there in that very spot. And a big lorry came and took it away, didn't it, Daryl?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And fire engines are big and they have ladders.
Fire engines are big and they have ladders. They quite often have a barbecue here outside the pub, free. You know, if you're a customer, you can help, you know, come out and demand food and they'll feed you. Right, so this is Lake. This is literally it. This is the village in which we live. We have a funeral directors. Very nice, very caring, very understanding, lovely people.
That's a fish place.
Yes, all right, hang on, we're not there yet.
Yes.
Now that used to be like a burger joint, and you could get these burgers and they were amazing, and then they went residential. That over there is Lake Fish Bar, like good old English fish and chips. And that is an insurance, an accountants and tax consultants. I wouldn't know, I've never been in there. But yeah, Lake Fish Bar, so that's quite cool. Bus stop there. And a bus stop down here. We have a veterinary clinic there. That way back when used to be a little cinema, and it was so cool. Used to see about 150 people, and it was brilliant. But yeah, now it's the vets, and unfortunately the vets are all closed at the moment due to COVID. Emergency appointments only. Next stop on our list is Sandown, Rotary Charity Shop, and basically what that is it's a thrift store. You know, you donate your stuff, they sell it, and then the money goes to different charities. Prams on plans. Opened 2 years ago, closed a few months later. What a waste.
This is where Ruben lives.
That used to be a chiropractor, and then he closed down, and next to that used to be a hairdresser's, owned by the same family, and they've closed down. Now, other than Opal Travel Group, which I've never been inside, all of the other side is residential, pretty much most of the way down. Okay, until just past the lights, but I'll show you that bit in a minute. Now,
those are the green lights.
that's a taxi. Quite a nice taxi, actually. Right, we have Day Lewis Pharmacy. That's been Day Lewis Pharmacy for as long as I can remember. It's a tiny little shop. Well, little, yeah, it's a pharmacist. You know, they sell medical supplies and then you can pick up your prescriptions. Lake Kebab and Pizza House. I used to eat from there, and then I saw a van turn up once and he pulled out a bag of chicken out the back that was defrosted. It wasn't in a chilled van, it was just in a bag, and it was on a cardboard floor, MDF type floor, and yeah, I nearly threw up. Not only that, but they've only got a 1-star rating, which they're not even displaying, and that's illegal. They should be displaying what their food hygiene rating is. Apparently they got a level 2 award for safe food handling.
No one's even here.
But I can't see when that was. Oh, 2015, yeah. They've now got like a 1-star rating. It's hysterical. I wouldn't eat in there again if you paid me. Come here. Come here. Come here. There's the opticians. Go and get your eyes tested and get your glasses in there. Then we have an Indian. That's recently changed hands because unfortunately they also got a bad rating, and they closed down and then reopened supposedly under new management and a new name. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. That's Ko Sing. That's one of our Chinese takeaways. I do not frequent them because when I very first time I got married many years ago, we told them we were going to be doing a massive order with them. We told them several times and they were all good about it until the day we actually ordered it. And when the best man went down to pick it up, they were quite rude about the whole thing. Right, so now on the other side, we've got Lake Upholstery. I have lived in Lake for over nearly 40 years. That's never been open. Next to it is a tattoo studio. They opened only a couple of years ago. He's expensive. He's good, but he's expensive, and he's too expensive considering how long he's been going for. Then there's the solicitors. Again, I never see them open. So there you go. More residentials, and that's it for shops on that side. We have a yarn shop. You'd think that'd be my favourite place, wouldn't you? I've only ever bought from there once. They're quite expensive. I've got cars waving at me. Big red van, they all went woo as I went past. That is the Chinese that I do frequent. The lady that owns that, Mrs. Lee, is fantastic. I've bought plants from her that she grows in the window there. And she's lovely. She is absolutely wonderful. She remembers all of her customers' names. She doesn't forget anyone. And she remembers what you eat as well. If you phone up and you go, oh, can I just have blah blah blah? She's like, are you sure? Do you not want something else? And you're like, no, just that please. And yeah, no, she's lovely. We've got a couple of residential properties. Kid on a push bike. Shouldn't be on the pavement, you're not supposed to, but I don't know. Right, now on our left we've got a GP surgery. I don't use that one personally. I was already registered somewhere else when they opened. This used to be a store. It closed down years ago now, and there's some sort of as to what's going to be there because they've fitted in, well, what looks like a fitted kitchen. So there's some hoo-ha about whether it's actually going to become private residence. I don't know how well you can see, but there's kitchen units, and they've put a wall there which didn't used to be there. So yeah, don't touch that because it's broken. Come on. So yeah, right. We're going to continue on. Oh, here we go. Here's a Isle of Wight bus for you. There you go.
That's why my toilet.
Those are the public toilets. They have been there forever.
And
they're not bad. They're, you know, they're not lovely, but they're not totally disgusting.
But there's a broken door on the
Is there a broken door? That's Isle of Wight Tours. They are a coach company. Yes. You can go and book to go to shows on the mainland or in London and all that. Hand please. Hand please. Come on. Oh, those are for if you want to tie your bike up, you can just do it to that. Right. Now we are going to go just past these houses, and you should be able to just see behind that sign there a Tesco's Express. So we're going to go there. So this is Tesco's. It used to be a pub way back when. Now it's Tesco's Express. And it's the last shop in Lake, basically. Get down, please. They've got certain practices in place due to the fact that it's COVID at the moment and we all have to follow a one-way system, but I'm going to take you around there and hopefully no one will complain. The very last business is the funeral care place. That was a clinic way back when. Used to do like maternity appointments and that. This is STENCILS. Hopefully no one will mind me filming in here. There's an ATM over there on the wall. Yes, and basically now we follow a one-way system around the entire store. Which is a bit annoying because what I want is right down the other end. So we've got veg. The lines on the floor are social distancing measures. Crisps. Chilled. I can't go so because I've got somebody behind me. More chilled stuff.
Pizza.
Oh yeah, chilled pizza. Cheese and dairy and cereals and all that kind of thing.
What cereal?
Milk.
It's not the one.
I haven't been to Tesco's for ages actually. Because it's right down the other end of the... Sorry, I'm stalled behind someone. Ice cream, chips, waffles. Yeah, hang on a sec.
Could you give me a little skate?
No, you can't have a skate.
I want those.
Sorry, can I just squeeze that?
Yeah,
Thank
sure.
you.
Yeah. Do we have...
So we're supposed to obey social distancing, but the shop staff aren't.
I want lollies. Those lollies. Mummy?
No, we're not buying lollies because they will melt while we have our little picnic. Eggs.
Drink.
Excuse me, I don't want to go there. Can I just go straight over to... Is that all right? Lovely, thank you very much. You've got bread down there,
And a little
health and beauty and other bits and bobs down there. What we want is the lunches. That's it, grab a bottle of water. Are we having 2 bottles, are we?
One for you and one for
Oh, okay.
That's how we do
So
that.
let's have every kind of drink you want. And then, like, we get these meal deals. Hang on. So what do we want? What do we want? I don't actually want hoisin duck. Oh, they've got some. These are lovely. What have you got? You got a packet of crisps? I grab a packet of crisps for Mummy. And now we have to queue. So I'll come again once we're out.
£2 for one.
To give you an idea of prices, candy is about 85p, 70p. That's for like a giant Twix, 85p. And this includes tax. We don't pay tax at the till. The prices you see on the shelf is what you pay. So there's no like nasty surprises when you get to the till, like you guys have over in the States.
These are
Now you can choose to self-service in here, or you can choose to be served by somebody. Stand still, please. So yeah, it's a bit tight in here, but they've done the best they can. So right, we've just left Tesco's. We're going to go in the park and have a sit down in the sun and have a little picnic. So we're going to show you guys that as well. I've just been served by a woman who's, you know, older than I am, and I'm going to be 45 in a few weeks, chewing gum while working in the shop. Now, I've got nothing against gum chewing, but when I can see your fucking gum because you keep sticking it out between your 2 front teeth, that's not very pleasant. It really isn't. That's the War Memorial for Lake. People of Lake who died during the war are there. Now you guys have Memorial Day, which is just passed. We have Poppy Day, and in November on the 11th of the 11th at 11 a.m. we come and we lay poppies. So yeah, and then also, which I really love, here in Lake we remember the horses and the dogs who also bore the burden and the heat of the day, which is lovely, and that's usually full of water so that our animals can have a drink, which is fab. And then as you can see over there in the, I don't know how well you can see it, oh there he is, oh, there's a silhouette of a soldier.
It's a bad guy.
No, it's not a bad guy, it's a silhouette of a soldier who died, you know, to represent somebody who died in the war. Right, so let's get across this road, come on. Nice big chunky motorbike. I'm sorry if you're getting a shake. I haven't figured out yet what that's like, so If it's really shaky, let me know. You're balancing on the wall. You be careful. You be careful there. Right, hold mummy. I'd rather you got down actually, because I can't catch you if you fall. Can you get down? Because I've got both hands are full. Come on, jump. Thank you. That bridge is a bridge for our railway. We have a little railway here that literally goes, it's one line, it goes backwards and forwards. Get down, please. Takes about 25 minutes to do the entire railway that we have. But yeah. Right, now we're just going up the wee hill and we're going to go into Los Altos Park. Now if you don't understand Spanish,
You're going to do hide and seek.
I'll tell you that Los Altos Park stands for the heights. And at the top of the park, you can get to it either by going upwards there or up through the park.
Play hide and seek.
We're not going to play hide and seek today. Is a leisure centre, you know, where you can do swimming and play squash and all different sports centre, and it's called the Heights. So, go on, you go in front, please. That's it. Go on to the side, on the grass, Daryl, on the grass. Give this young lady some room. Good boy. Sorry about that, love. Yes, I know, but you're supposed to give that lady some room. Kids. No, you weren't. I told you to go on the grass. Right. Oh, puffed out now. So this is the park.
Aeroplane.
Come on, keep going. People behind us. That's it. Right. Given a really funny look by somebody, but they... Oh wow, the council haven't been up here cutting the grass for a while. This is Los Altos Park. Now, the railway line is just there and it goes all the way down. Hopefully we'll see a train and I can show you, but we might not.
There's some pigs right in.
Yes, there's some. This was commissioned graffiti by, I'm pretty sure it was by Tony. No, it was by somebody else. It does say Los Altos Park, it's not that easy to see. But we do have a commissioned graffiti artist here on the Isle of Wight. His name is Tony Trowbridge and his tag is Not Dead Yet. And he normally does most of the graffiti. We don't have a graffiti problem here on the Isle of Wight. You know, occasionally you will see a bit of writing, but not spray can graffiti. Well, the park looks lovely because it hasn't been mowed in ages. It's covered in dandelions and daisies. We may well eat when we get home, actually, Daryl.
No.
Because I don't want to get covered in creepy crawlies.
Oh.
So,
What are we going to eat?
this land, Los Altos Park, used to be owned by a man called Mr. Drabble, D-R-A-B-B-L-E. And it was all part of a big manor house, and he divided it up before he died. The manor house is now a hotel, and he declared in his will that this park would be left to the people of Sandown in perpetuity, which basically means the council cannot build on it. We got pine cone, yeah. Yeah, and it's a lovely spot. People come up here to picnic, you know, all sorts. There's a family, young family over there, sitting having a nice afternoon.
Can I keep this pine cone?
Can you keep that pine cone? Show us your pine cone. Oh, look at that, that's massive.
Did I have
And it's beautiful. It's, I mean, look at it. It's freaking stunning, isn't it? Isn't that beautiful? And this is just half of it. You should see the other half. Oh, there's a cyclist coming. Move to the side, Daryl. I shouldn't cycle through here, I don't think, but what do I know?
Mummy,
Yeah, come on. And it's gorgeous. You can walk dogs up here. There's a couple of families up here, actually. You can walk dogs. You can, you know, come up here and let your children play. Normally, the grass is cut. I'm assuming due to COVID that there hasn't been anybody able to get up here and do it, which is a bit of a shame, but there you go. Oh, the dandelions, look. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know how if you can see them.
Mummy,
I don't know how well the
can
camera's
we
picking
have
up. There
a
you go.
picnic now?
Well, I think we'd be better off if we did it when we got home, because I don't want to sit amongst the long grass because there'll be ants and other creepy crawlies.
No.
And I don't fancy that. We didn't bring a blanket, so. And then you can sit and watch Paw Patrol. And we won't have to move afterwards.
Yeah, and
Hey, I'll do anything I can.
We should bring a blanket.
I know, but I don't want to carry one. Told you we should bring a blanket.
Mommy.
So, yeah, I mean, it's quite big, you know. In the winter, you come up here and you'll get families on sleds coming down the hills because, you know, they're not hugely steep, but, you know,
Mummy,
steep enough. What?
my pine cone will be with me.
You're bringing your pine cone, are you? Okay.
Pine cone? Get some more cool.
Over there is like a little sort of glade type thing, and that's a man-made one because in bad weather this floods and it will flood up to almost that tree. So they put the little glade in as a sort of, Daryl, come back please, as a sort of, yeah, come on, as a sort of runoff for all the excess water. So they're up here cutting down fucking trees. What the fuck? They've cut that tree down over there. Oh my god.
Pine cone.
You're not supposed to do that during nesting time.
Wait,
unless the tree itself was damaged.
I think I found a creature.
A creature? It's a tree, you prawn. I mean, the kids love it up here because there's room and it's safe. Come on. And, you know, you come on about, you occasionally get dog walkers up here who have dogs out of control. I've had a couple of Barneys with a couple. This was where that big dog scared Daryl all them years ago, up here.
I got you, buddy.
Yeah.
Buddy?
Oh, you know, but then you get dicks everywhere, don't you? So.
Don't you dare get away from me
yeah,
again.
the house that all of this land used to belong to is, like I say, now a hotel, and it's just behind all these trees here. And in amongst all those trees, and I think it's abandoned now, is the what was for a while the hotel's caretaker cabin. I assume before that it belonged to staff of the manor house. But like there's things like this, you know, old walls.
No.
That you can see bricks and move out of the way because your shadow's obscuring it. You know, and I think this used to be like boundary lines. There's another one there.
No, wait, stop.
I think it used to be a wall around.
I think this is a trap.
He thinks it's like treasure or a trail or something. I think it used to be a wall around the property, you know.
Mommy,
But there's
trap.
more here.
Go around the trap.
So,
It's the bad.
yeah, I don't know. I think it used to be a wall and they took the wall down after it was converted to a hotel.
I stopped it.
Just left the bottom bits in. Right, we're now at what I call the halfway point for the park. They've been working in here. They've cut a lot of this down. But there's the little cabins over there. Don't know if you can see them. Hang on.
This could be a scanner, Mummy.
It's a bit hard to see.
Mummy,
You can
I
just see
found
the
the
roofs
scanner.
over there. And the hotel is over there somewhere, but I can't see it from here.
Mummy,
It all sort of blends in,
I
you
think
know.
I found the scanner to find.
Yeah, you can put that down because you're not taking it home. Thank you very much.
But I
Like
can't
sticking
take
that-
this.
Right, yes, this is the halfway point, okay? Stand still, because I don't know which way this chap's going. Now, that path there, you can go up and that will take you into Sandown.
I hand this way.
And then,
I hand this way or that way.
which way are you going? Go on then, you go that way.
My arse on your camera.
That's Keely's arse.
Bean.
I'm zooming. You'll be on YouTube later. Watch her now fall off.
You
And that's
will.
Harry.
Mummy, I think I found something. Mum.
Keely used to work in the pub that Stuart and I used to go into. This is the other half of the park. We're not doing this today because we're going to go back. We're going to go the other way. Yeah, this is the other half of the park. There's like a sort of glade over there that you can go in, and unfortunately the druggies use it, which is a bit of a shame. But you can walk along, and then at the end of the park is Sandown train station, but we'll do that another day. So we are now going to cross the railway track. Yes, we are. Here in the UK, or here on the Isle of Wight certainly, you can cross the railway track. And all that keeps you safe, Daryl, come on, is that little gate.
Are we heading home?
That little gate there is what keeps you safe. Okay, so you lift the latch.
The train, you have to shut it.
Right, come here, come here. I let go and it smashed, I hate that. Right, come here, hand. Now, that way takes you down to Shanklin, I told you about that the other day. And that way takes you to Sandown. Very tragically, for the first time in 20-something years, a young man lost his life here a couple of weeks ago, which was comically sad and very scary. I don't know the full story. I don't know whether it was... No, those flowers are here as a memorial, baby. I don't know, you know, whether it was deliberate or not. But yeah, he was same age as my boys. I don't know whether my boys knew him. I don't even know the young man's name. But yeah, as you can see, it's not that secure. Even a child can open it. But like I say, that's the first death we've had by train in 26 years, I think I read. Right. Anything that bugs me is these are metal, and I would hate to live here and have that being slammed shut.
Yeah.
There's houses just here. This is a nice little estate. Well, it used to be. I don't know whether it is now. I mean, it looks very nice, you know. Down through there. Lots of little itty-bitty houses and cars. But I think a
Let's
lot
head
of,
home.
you know.
But first, let's head through
Shh. I think there are a lot of,
there could be a picnic in there.
you know, disadvantaged families
Let's
living
go
there.
to the football pitch.
Yes, we'll show the football pitch, don't worry. Gosh, dear me.
And we could have our picnic.
We're not having a picnic on the football ground. We'll go home because I need a wee now.
Oh, come on.
Curse of a bladder of mother of 5.
Could I have a little one?
No, wait until we get across over the road. I remember a friend of mine visiting me from London a while back, about 10 years or so ago, and we went on a walk and she was like, oh my god, there are hills. And I was like, yeah. And then we got to that crossing, she was like, is that it? Is that all that protects you from the railway line? It's like, yeah, because people here aren't dumb. So, yeah. Right. Put it down. Daryl loves to pick up shit that's on the floor. Excuse me. Right, come to the side, please. Now, down there, all the way down at the end of the road, is a massive school, which used to be a high school. It's now called
A white school.
community college or something stupid like that. And then if you go back that way,
Football pitch.
you will end up back at Tesco's. We're going that way. Stand still, please. Check road is not yet clear. Yeah, Tesco's is back up the hill, but we're not going to go that way. We're going the back way to my house now, basically. Excuse me. Houses along this route are gorgeous. I mean, just to show you,
Let's go to the football.
you know, these houses are beautiful and they're a
Football
gorgeous size, but
Football
you are on the school run, which means 8:30 and 2:30. Quickly! That was train. Of course, we missed it. 8:30 and 2:30 every day. You get a load of kids walking up and down, and you know, kids are not quiet, not even teenagers, well, especially not teenagers, unless you ask them how their day went and then they clam up on you. We're not going into the football ground. We'll show the football ground, but we're not going in. So I am absolutely roasting. Just had a bath and my hair is damp and I am still hot. I don't know what the temperature is. Oh, that's the other reason we need to get home, because your brother's going to be streaming soon. It's an Alex stream day today. So, This is Sandown and Lake football ground. It's open to the public. There's a lady in there with a toddler. Again, it's not been cut for a while. I'm guessing the council declared, you know, grass cutting is not essential, which is fair enough, and it's good for the environment. But yeah, they play football here. The schools get to use it, and they can use the grounds. And yeah, it's free to access. I mean, you can't bring vehicles in here, Daryl, unless you are unless you have a key to the gate. But there is a gap in the fence up here. It's an official gap. You are allowed to use it to allow you access onto the football ground itself. And you know, no rubbish. People look after it. You know, the community looks after it. We like our little area of the island. It's gorgeous. Could you please come out of the leaves? Come on. Run up the path. Go on, show them the way. The only issue is with the council not coming out, means they've got quite a few in the way stinging nettles. Yeah, you've got dirt in your feet now, haven't you? That there, that red thing, is a dog pooping. You've got leaves and stuff in your feet. Oh, I told you not to kick. Come on. Come on. Chop, 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 chop. Quick, 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 quick.
Yeah, wait for the leaf. Leave for that.
You're supposed to wear your glasses, not carry them. I never know why you bring them out with you. Who does that? I'm going to wear my glasses today. It's been like this since I was a toddler. And he'll wear them for the first 2 seconds, then he takes them off. And I say to him, you've got to wear your hat. I don't want to wear my hat, I'm going to wear my glasses. But I know he won't keep his glasses on, but he does keep his hat on. Don't you?
Now I can can't see, but I can see with these on.
You can see with them on, can you? Well, that's the whole idea.
Don't worry. But we can keep you outside, but we can do you in.
I don't really know sort of what else to say. You wanted a tour, so there we go. Do you want me to speed up little bits like this when we're just, you know, walking from one end of the lane to the other, or cut them out entirely, or do you enjoy it?
I know the way out.
I don't know.
Wow. Why is the sun following?
Right, now, all the way down the end of this road, where, come on, focus. Sorry, love. Come here, out of the way, Daryl. Let this lady pass. Come here.
We used to went that way.
All the way down there, where the guy in the reflective vest is where Callie's fiance's mother lives. So yeah, she made some kind of snarky fucking comment then.
Let's go, go, go. Mummy, there's going to be a steep hill, so I had
Is there? Right, we'll wait a bit for that lady to go a bit further, so that I don't get her kid on camera, because you know she's kind of probably bitch about it.
Mummy,
So, yeah, lovely. This is a nice quiet area to live.
I could
And this lane just keeps going, basically.
There's going to be a big hill, so I have to do this. I'm Gordon. Woo!
What, Gordon the steam engine?
Yep. Gordon is the number 4 engine.
I hate that people get huffy with me because I don't walk fast. You know, I don't walk fast, I can't walk fast. I'm not being an asshole, I literally cannot walk fast. Took me 18 hours to do 26 miles, for fuck's sake. Oh dear. But there you go. Don't pick things up off the floor.
There was in one.
I don't care. Don't do it.
Or did I kick it?
Ooh, that house over there is having a skylight put in.
Spikes. Ouch.
I'd love skylight in my house.
Spike of life.
Guess they've had their loft done. I think that house only sold not that long ago. Right, now, it's down here. Just get to the end of this lane. That is Lake Common. As in, it's common ground. It doesn't belong to anybody. You can, by law,
I just used
graze,
to go down there. But
you know,
she,
livestock on it if you so wish. Because that's what it is. And it's basically just a patch of grass that's free for everybody to use. And, you know, again, you can sit and have a picnic there. Got a great dog running around loose, which I hate. And if you keep going through the common and then through a little bit of wood down the other end, you come to the golf course. Again, I'm not showing you that today. So we're now going to keep going across the road and up the next bit of lane. This is the last little bit of lane. I'm worn out now and I need a wee.
I took you and I
Come on, hurry up, out the way. He's got this thing about stopping right in front of me.
Mummy, I can pull you up.
I'm going to have to figure out a different way of holding this camera because my hand hurts. I really hope it's not too jerky for you guys. I don't know whether I've got the anti-shake thing on or not. I'll have to view it and see how bad it is and then try it the other way. You know, if it's on, try it with it off, and if it's off, try it with it on the next video. God, it's boiling. Right.
Mummy,
This brings you up.
I can drive you up.
Yes, this is what it's like walking Daryl. He walks in front of you and talks constantly.
I can
Oh, go on then, up the hill. When he was little, he used to say, I'll help you, Mummy, and he'd come running back and pull me up. That little bit of hill, bless him. Because although it doesn't look it, it's actually quite steep. And the kids on the bikes love it. But when you've walked back from Sandown or something, it's fucking steep. Don't pick daisies, baby. So, we're now behind a load of properties on a road called Lee Road. Lee Road is a cul-de-sac, and it's an okay area. It used to be quite rough. I don't think it's quite so bad now. So
Let's go to the park.
the park's shut, baby.
Let's go to the park.
Park is shut. You know that.
This is
A
where
lot of families live
Ruben
down here,
was.
but
This is
I don't know
where
what it's like
Sam
now.
was.
It did have quite a reputation way
Some
back
of
when.
my friends used to go that way.
I'm boiling.
Me too.
First bloke I ever kissed used to live over there. I was 13. 13 and never been kissed. Yeah, he lived there. Doesn't live there now. Don't know where he lives. He tried to add me on Facebook the other week. I was like, why? You haven't spoken to me since you left school. You know, because he was, 2 years older than me. Yeah, just all of a sudden it came out of nowhere. He wants to add you on Facebook, and I was like, no. A bit taken aback, really. It always makes me laugh when people that you haven't spoken to since you left school, and I'm going to be 45 soon, so, you know, it's not like I left school a couple of years ago. Suddenly they add you on Facebook, and I'm like, why? You never kept in touch with me.
I can put my glasses in.
He's put his glasses in my bag now. Yeah, you never kept in touch with me. Why the fuck do you want to be on Facebook? Or people that don't know you, and they add you. They don't ever talk to you. And I'm like, why? Or people, you know, they message you and they go, hi. And I'm like, is that the best you can do? You know, open with something a little bit more engaging, like, hi, do you fancy a chat? Or, hey, my name is such and such, I'm so and so, you know, I'm this many years old, I live here, I don't have a family, or I do have a family. Fancy a chat? You know? Oh dear. Right, that's good to know. The cemetery is open.
What?
Come here. Come here.
Oh,
Idiots with their dogs running loose.
whoa. Sure.
Might be trained, but shouldn't be running loose. Yeah, that's the cemetery. My father-in-law's in there, along with Stuart's ashes.
Let's head this way.
She's allowed a young kid on a fucking with a dog, and it's gone into the cemetery and got all tangled up. That's the park. I grew up playing in there. My first kiss didn't happen in there, but you know, I think that's where I met him, was in there. And unfortunately it's closed and the grass has been allowed to grow. Council are going to have to play catch up once they open everything back up. And amazingly there's still fucking rubbish in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, got a roundabout, little climbing frame. The roundabout's new from when I was a kid, the climbing frame's new. Those are still the original swings. That's the original seesaw. There's a slide and another set of swings down the other end.
No, stop.
People always thought it was a little bit weird that you've got a play park next to a cemetery,
There's a pirate ship over
but
there.
I don't see any issue with it. Right, come on then.
Pirate ship.
So now you can go any which way. You can keep going straight
I'm gonna go this
and then
way.
bear right, and that'll take you back out onto the main road. You can go right here and then take a left, which is what we're going to do, and that takes you back out onto the main road. No, I'm not going that way today. Or instead of bearing right down there, you can bear left, and it'll bring you back out near Tesco's Express. So we've just done a big circle today, people.
You see the pirate?
Oh, there's a pirate wheel on the climbing frame.
Yep, that's the pirate ship.
Yeah. Last time this park was closed was due to the fact that the tree that used to be on that fucking great stump over there, and that is a fucking great stump, it's a good, what, 4 feet across. Sorry, my camera moved. Fell down. And they had to cut it down for safety purposes. But the trees here are old, you know. I don't know how old the cemetery is. She's letting her dog piss and shit in the cemetery? Seriously?
Shut. Wow.
Yep, all locked up. How sad is that? Due to COVID. Sorry, we are closed. Shush. Some of our services are affected by COVID-19. We are putting all our effort into keeping our most essential services running during the outbreak. Unfortunately, that means we've had to temporarily close some of our council services. Shh. We apologise for any inconvenience that may cause. For local information, go to this link. For more information, go to that link. And so on and so forth. But yes, that's the original slide. That's been in here forever and a day. And that's the little baby swings. I've got photos of Daryl in those swings. I've got photos of all my kids in those swings.
Mummy,
And then,
I
yeah,
have a plan.
there's a building behind there. That's a Kingdom Hall where Jehovah's Witnesses worship, I suppose. Could you stop that, please? Clicking the fence and I'm leaning on it. There's some more residential properties just there. Those are quite new. They went up about, what, 30 odd years ago? Yeah, we remember things like that here for a long, long time. But I grew up here, so, you know, way back when, you literally had this park, the cemetery, and then fields. There was fields there. Now, again, I'm not going to show you today because I've had enough. I want to go back in where it's cooler. Down there, hang on.
I want to go that way.
No, I'm not going that way. Let's get over
Why?
here. All the way down the end of the road, where, when it focuses, that gate is, that takes you the back way into the school. Now, it's now a primary school, but it used to be a middle school. That's sort of the second stage school. Here in the UK you do preschool, which you're not obliged to do. Then you go to primary school, which starts at age 4 to 5. Then it used to be that you went from primary school to middle school when you were about 8 or 9. Then you went to high school when you were about 13. Now that gate takes you to the primary, to what is now the primary school, but it used to be the middle school. And to the right of that gate, just in where that hole is,
But now I live in big school.
yes, shush. There used to be a primary school in there, and when they changed our system to a 2-tier system instead of a 3-tier system, the primary school became a special needs school, and the middle school and the primary school combined. Unfortunately, the special school, became a victim of arson a few years back. It's all gone now, there's nothing there. But the grounds are closed off because there's like different levels for the playground and so on and so forth. Right, this road is just basically a residential street. Go on, keep going. Chop, 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 chop. Somebody's waiting to get out their van, look. Thank you very much.
It's a
He's got dinosaurs, I know, how cool is that? Should we show everybody, look? There we go, dinosaur.
dinosaur.
Dinosaur, yeah, rah. It's one thing the island's famous for. It's fossil finds. We found quite a few here that haven't been found anywhere else, which is awesome. Now, get down off of there, it's somebody's house. Get down off of there, that is somebody's house. I fucking hate repeating myself. A lot of people here are doing this. They're getting chalk and colouring in the bricks of their walls and their houses, which I think is lovely. So yeah, right, this is all just residential and my hand aches, so I'm going to stop it until we get to the end of this road, which will be a couple of minutes. Okay, we are now coming to the end of the road. And
That was the longest
you should
walk.
recognise the longest walk. We've been out for what, half an hour?
Bump, bump,
Bumpy bump.
bump, bump.
You should hopefully recognise it in a minute. This is a
This
set
is
of
where
flats.
Alex lives.
Now Alex doesn't live here, and
No, he
yeah,
works
full of
in
druggies and
there.
Christ knows what.
He works where he always
Alex works down the road. Do you know that? Recognise that? You should do, because that's the wee shop I took you in the other day, and my house is just down there. So that's it really. So yeah, we are back to the house. We've basically done a circuit, which is nice. I mean, if you don't, don't want to go far, lake is big enough that you can have a little wander around and you've still got some exercise. So, is it locked? Oh dear. I should have a key here somewhere. Oh, it's my little thank you for your service to the postal people.
I'll do this.
Go on, in you go. Oh, I'm all dark. There you go. So there you go. That was a little tour around the village where we live. Open the door up then so the dog can go in and out. Open the door up. Yeah. Lake doesn't really extend much more than that. Basically lake becomes Sandown a little further up the hill past the park, and Shanklin just past my mother's house. But yeah, I mean, I'll take you on tours around all of that at some point if that's what you want to see. Oh, there we go, that's a bit better. Thank you so much for coming along on this little tour around Lake. I hope you enjoyed it. As this is only the second time I've done this, I'm still sort of figuring out, yeah, hang on, I'm still figuring out what you like, what you want to see. Do you want to see all of it? Do you want me to fast forward through bits, cut bits off? What kind of, or are you just happy with it as is? You let me know and we'll go from there. But hopefully they'll get better as we go. I hope this came out all right, because this is a brand new video camera.
Yeah.
I bought a handy cam. I've got Daryl there going in front of me. Yeah, I bought a handy cam, so this is my first time trying it. I really hope this has come out all right. And I really fucking hope you've been able to hear me all the way through it. Anyway, thanks for joining us today. You gonna say bye-bye?
Bye.
Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Click the book down in the corner and you'll be subscribed. And if you hit the bell,
You'll know visual when I new content.
you'll be notified when we upload new content. Take it easy, guys. Thanks for joining us today, and I'll see you next time.